Hey, how you doing? Nick Sanders here. So the name of this video is real simple. It's how do you make money at home-based businesses? Okay, well, you're going to hear me talk about life a lot, living intentionally for excellence. And I have one other one I do, is DS Domination, but I'm really not going to throw that one into this video. I like them both. I make money at them both. Enough that my freedom, it is. So, but here's the thing. How do you make money at home-based businesses? All right, well, let's start with the first one. I'm going to tell you a quick little story because I found it funny and very applicable. And the story goes something like this. There was a young man who asked his father for money, and his dad said, cool, you know what? If you need money, hey, could you water my lawn? I'll be gone for the day, and I just need someone to water the lawn. And the boy was going, sure, Dad. I need $50. Can I have $50? And Dad went, you know what, son? If you water my lawn, I will give you $50. So, the moral of the story basically was like this. So the father leaves, comes back the next day, asks the son, hey, son, you watered the yard? And the boy goes, well, yeah, Dad, now can I have that $50? And his dad looks at him and goes, hey, son, I paper clipped the $50 to the sprinkler head. So how do you make money at a home-based business? You just do. I mean, it's that simple. Life has three things. You associate. So you get around people who will go, hey, how you doing? And they expect you to answer. They go, hey, what are your dreams? And they expect you to answer. And then they go, hey, how can we help you get to your dreams? Not, hey, how can you help me get to my dreams? It's, hey, how can we help you get to your dreams? They tell you, cool, man, well, why don't you read this book? One of the top 5 is The Magic of Thinking Big, because as Americans, we no longer think big for most of us. We think very small. We think about, what's the next time I get to sit down and watch TV and drink a beer? Who's playing in the Super Bowl? Who's playing in the NCAA March Madness? That stuff. We're so involved in that stuff. And then we're always going, wow, man, I just don't have enough time and enough money. Well, how big do you think? One of my wife's sayings, it just blows me away because I love this woman. She's incredible. What she's doing with me, I don't know, but I'm grateful. But one of her favorite sayings goes like this. Don't tell me the sky is the limit when there are footprints on the moon. Think about that a second. That's deep and that's hard, man. It's just something, just gets you. If you look at most self-made millionaires or self-made men, women, they have an entrepreneurial mindset. Hard word, still a little bit. Entrepreneurial mindset. Okay? That means they're willing to throw everything they got to make something work for them. Not for a company, not for an individual they work for, but for them. Now, when you look at some of these things, these home-based businesses, and you realize, wow, you've got to do something. And then you come in from work and you're like, oh man, I just don't feel like going and doing anything today, blah, 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 blah. The boss was on me and he told me if I'm like stumbling around, whatever. Because it's that thing, because you got two choices. You can chase a dream or you can run from a nightmare. And unfortunately for most people, running from a nightmare is a stronger thing than chasing a dream. But running from a nightmare, you got a boss that you just, ugh. You think to yourself, if they wouldn't catch me, I'd take him out in a heartbeat. Or, if I took him out, people would give me a medal. Spending your time worried about what else someone else does is a waste of time. And baby, you only got so much time. So, the whole thing about a home-based business is how do you make money? Do it. It's that simple. Put as much effort into it as you do your job, and you will get a lot more out of it. Put half as much effort into it as you do your job, and you will get a lot more out of it than you do your job. It's that thing. You can have anything that you're willing to, here it comes, work for it. You got to do it. Living intentionally for excellence, they hit you up with 3 things. 1, associate. Hang out with like-minded people who are telling you to do something. As a parent, you tell your children, don't hang out with Bobby. And they go, why can't we hang out with Bobby? Because Bobby smokes and I don't want you to smoke. You know what? How often do you look in the mirror and go, don't hang out with Bobby Sr.? Why? Because Bobby Sr. is broke and had 4 divorces, and he's trying to tell you what to do with your money and how to have a relationship. Why do you listen? It makes sense to people now because they listen. Why do you listen to people who are broke talking about money they're never going to have, they never had, and they don't know how to get it anyway? So you associate with people who have done the things that you want to do and ask them, hey, how'd you get there? Can you show me? All right. And they throw something at you, Jack, like this. Read this book. And you go, why do I got to read this book? Do you want X? Well, yes, I want X. Then read the book. The book will get you a step closer to X. Okay. And in life, they have a third thing. It's called listen. They go, listen to the CD. Why? Well, for most of us, myself included, the voice we've been listening to, mine, is the wrong voice. Because most likely, I'm not going, wow, man, you did all these positive things. And for me, you got these degrees, your house is paid off, blah, 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 all these positive things too. No, I'm going, man, I shouldn't have been so hard on my daughter, Teska. I've got to find a different way to talk to her without her thinking that I'm upset. We take the one thing we did wrong and we lay there at night and we beat it to death. And then we go, look at this thing, it was wrong. It is the only thing that I could do because I do wrong things. We could do 100 things in a day. We could do 99 of them right, 99 of them great or good. But we do one bad, man, and the only thing we see is the one bad. And that's what we do. So, you get around and someone goes, listen to the CD. Why? Well, for me, it shuts me up. It's like mental duct tape, It's like, shh, cross the mouth, shut up, Nick. Listen. Because I've got to change the way I think. Why? Because when I'm out in public, all you hear is doom, gloom, and horror. It's continually all this stuff. You can't, you can't, you can't, you can't, you can't, you can't, you never, you never, you never, you won't. Until you go, wow, man, I can't. I'm never going to do this. I won't make that. And it beats you down because it plays in the back of your head. And your subconscious just keeps it playing over and over and over again. So you chuck in a CD and you listen to that and it plays more than all the negative. And you start listening to something positive tell you, you can. You will. Don't worry about never. Is do the first thing first. Do the first step. You do. So how do you make money with home-based businesses? You do. And if it's life you want to do, check out my link to my website. Check it out, man. If it's something you want to do, shoot me an email. Throw your phone number on the email. I'll give you a shout. But it's like anything else. It's an opportunity. The way to make money with home-based businesses is take the opportunity, do the work, and enjoy the life. Later.